Calvin, the So Good Gardener, coming at you live for another Saturday edition of So Good Saturday. And it's early, y'all, okay? Because I got to work this evening. So I'm going to do this early. Usually I go live around 7, 7:30-ish, somewhere in there, Central Standard Time. But today we're doing an early edition. And I hope y'all don't mind. It's 67 degrees. Feels amazing out here. So, Miss Kia Parks, good morning, fam. Good to see you. But it's early, y'all. Unbiased LLC, good to see you too, fam. I just want to get out here and answer some questions for my folks. Peter Campbell, good to see you. Good to see you. I just wanted to answer some questions. And Charlie got to make his cameo. What's up, man? Tell the people hello, Charlie. Tell the people. Aunt Linda, hey, what's going on, Aunt Linda? Everybody don't know about that boot. You got to hit them with that boot sometime. What's up, y'all? That's my nickname. Thank you, Aunt Linda. But, all right, y'all. You said it. Don't lick me. I don't do that. But, all right. That's it, boy. Get on. Guys. All right. So, I want to get this started. First, a lot of people are interested in getting chicken, right? And I hear it all the time. And I want to answer the questions. And I'll be going back and watching my lives, and I'll be missing so many questions. And it's my fault. It's all on me. Forgive me, y'all. I'll be trying. But they want to know if they're loud. Are chickens loud? And my answer to that is yes and no. All right, at the same time. She is Sunshine. What's up, family? Good to see you. I'll check my email. I'll check it. But yeah, they're loud and they're not at the same time. And I'll show you better than I can tell you, okay? So we're gonna go over there. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this tree. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff this morning before I have to get off of here, all right? Let me show you some things. I'm gonna do this right here. This is some sweet potatoes. It used to be full of leaves, but chickens eat all of your leaves, okay? And they're gonna eat the rest of those little few right there. Only reason they didn't get those is because those are wrapped around a tree limb. But I'm gonna harvest those, and either I did great or I sucked. But either way, we're gonna find out. Okay, Anthony, all right. I ain't never heard that before in my life, but congratulations to you. G-Mama here now, I ain't gotta worry about nobody. What's up, G-Mama? Thank you, ma'am. Jarrell Pascal, hello. Thank you, fam. All right, so here go all my girls, right? That's just for their security, so no raccoon can get in there and eat them all up before I let them out. But y'all hear this little noise they're making right now? That's pretty much as loud as they get, unless they're laying an egg. If they are laying an egg, y'all, it's gonna last about 2 to 3 minutes, and everybody gonna celebrate it. They're gonna make so much noise, but it's only 2 to 3 minutes worth, and then that's it. And it's a song. I wish somebody would do it right now, but I'm gonna let them out for the day. And when they first coming out, sometimes they'll fly out. They'll scare the piss out of you for a second, like that. Okay. So yeah, she excited. Come on, it's time to go. Time to go party. Go ahead. No, come on out. Everybody out. Yeah. Let's see. See that sound right there? That's as high as they can fly because they're kind of heavy now. And that's about all the noise they make, y'all. But I just wanted y'all to really see it because there's a lot of people interested in getting into these things. And I have 12. You don't have to have 12 chickens. If you starting out with 2 to 4, maybe 6, whatever, understand that they're not gonna make a lot of noise unless you get a rooster. You get a rooster, it's over. I'm sorry for you. I ain't even get to see what he said, Miss G Mama. Thank you though. Bob Brownlee in here. What's up, family? Good to see you. Okay, Miss Kia Parks asked if I have clipped their wings. No, ma'am, I have not. I know I can do that, and only one. This is a 6-foot fence right here, right? One flew over the fence, and it was her. That one right there. And my neighbor, his son, picked her up and brought her back to me. So Nothing to. I know all my neighbors pretty much, but I could clip her wings, but I think she just made a mistake. She was more scared than anything, and just got happy one day and flew over there. And I told y'all they were gonna eat them leaves, didn't I? Them last little few. They play no games when it comes to them leaves. So I ain't even get to taste the sweet potato leaves to see if they were even good or not. But Sylvia, what's going on? Sylvia's Garden Interest. Good to see you in here. But yeah, chickens, are they loud? Yes. But then once they lay that egg, no. You'd be loud too if you were pushing something out of your little hole that's this big, and it had to expand to this big and then go back down to that big. Okay? Just for a moment. It lasts 2 to 3 minutes and it's over. That's all it is to it. But all of them celebrate that one laying an egg. So it's gonna wake you up, and it usually starts happening around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and you're done. That's all it is to it. Done, and this is how it looks. It's a little wet in here because it rained, but let's see how many eggs I got, if any. Sometimes they just do it just to be stupid. Okay, I got a couple. That's a fake egg. You always have to have a fake egg, and I put a cross on it. Where's the cross? Yeah, right there. I put a cross on it, so it tells them where to lay the eggs. Okay. So 2 have already laid, I think. You would think it's common sense. That's another fake egg, and they're used to laying in that one as well. But I don't have any fake eggs over there, so only 2 have laid so far this morning. But I have 8 that are laying right now, and the other 4 are probably a month or so behind them, and they'll be laying pretty quickly too. But that's that. Okay. Those eggs. Another thing about them is, whenever you get the eggs like that, you don't have to put them in the refrigerator, as long as you don't wash them off. They have what's called a bloom that's protecting them. They can sit out on your countertop for up to 2 months and stay fresh. And I mean as fresh as the day they laid them. Perfectly fine. All right. I'm not supposed to have them, so I can't have them flying around in my subdivision. I know that's right, Miss Kia. I know. I understand that. All right. Sunshine says, according to the chickens, those leaves must be good. I agree, because they be eating them up. I agree. But understand, when your chickens, you buy them at the store, and they're these little yellow things or brown or whatever color they are, they go from this to that in 4 months. I'm serious. Full grown at 4 months. But the crazy thing about it, this is when you grow them naturally, and they're out here free ranging and eating the bugs that we can't see, the ants and the fleas and anything that you can't see. They eating all that stuff. Anything that's in the grass, and they eat the grass as well. They eating all that stuff, right? But that's when you raise them naturally, and you're feeding them corn and grains and crap like that, right? But the chickens that you buy in the store, they go from this to these sizes in 2 weeks. So could you imagine what they put in those chickens to make them do that? And that's what we eating at these fast food restaurants and all that stuff. Not saying that I'm going to stop eating them, because I'm going to pull up the KFC probably today, okay? I ain't one of them. I'm going to tell you the real. But is it good for us? No, it can't be, because you're forcing something to grow that fast, and it's not natural. All right? It's just not. So I just wanted y'all to see. But these are the babies that I bought 6 weeks ago or so. Those 6 to 8 weeks ago. Those 4 right there, they always stay together. But they ain't babies no more. Man, everything says I miss having chickens. Yes. Because they become your pets, y'all. Like that pearl white one right there. She's freaking awesome. And she's like one of the leaders of the crew. Yeah, this one right here is my favorite. That one's Rain, right there, about to turn the corner with that chocolate one. But they're just awesome. They become like pets, y'all. Really. and you want the best for them, you know? I'm like, man, why do I eat y'all? Why are y'all so freaking delicious? I don't eat my chickens. I ain't gonna eat my chickens. But I told you, all their cousins and them, the ones I don't know, they going down. Like, good gracious, y'all gotta be so delicious. But once you grow them and you raise them up for them little babies and they become your babies, you just can't see them on the grill no more. You can't see them roasted in the oven no more. Like, gosh, boy, I can't spatchcock you. No. If y'all know what that is, some of y'all know what that is. But all right. But gardening, we all have messes, you know. Let me show you. Let me show you. Have I named them? Yes, G-Mama, I named them. I didn't name them. My daughters did. And I don't like none of the names, but they named them. It's like crap from Five Freddy's or something, like Chica and Rain. And I like Rain. Rain was kind of cute. But that one right there, her name is Chippy or something, and Chippy and Coco and some kind of mess. And one of these over here, I did get to name one. I named her, the one back there, the big one, the baby. I named her Misty. Other than that, because she always looked like a cloudy day. And this one right here, they named these two, like, I don't know, Noel for my daughter's middle name. And then one of them named something else. But I said, I'm going to name this one right here Trina. And they said, why Trina? That's ghetto. I said, that ain't ghetto. Stop. I said, Trina, because she's the baddest chick. I think she's cool, you know? I'm talking about Trina, the old rapper. All right? She's the baddest chick. I want the name of Trina. Barb, I'm sorry. I just have to be me. I got to be me out here, Miss Barb. Gosh. But I think Trina is an awesome name for a chicken. Goodness. Ain't that right, girl? Ain't that right? Yeah, that's right. All right. But let me set y'all up. I'm gonna try to set y'all up where I can the baddest chick. See, G Mama, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't a good name, Trina. That's a good name for a chicken. All right. But I'm gonna flip this over in there, and we're gonna see Veggie Farming. What's up, family? We're gonna see if we got any sweet potatoes in here. Cause let me show you why I'm interested to see if we even got some. I got 2 of these buckets, right? But they ate the leaves off both of them. I ain't gonna pick you. Here, girl. Let me pick you up. That's called bowing whenever they do that right there, y'all. They get down and they put their wings out. That's called bowing, okay? But see this right here? This is the other one. All the leaves gone. And see, the only way the leaves make it is when they were coming up my lime tree and wrapping around. That's the only way these leaves made it. They couldn't get up in the trees to get to them. But everything else, gone. But you see that right there? I saw Uncle Ed the other day. Oh, boy, I'm uncovering the whole, oh, my gosh. Boy, this is live, y'all, so I don't know. I'm scratching this back. Look at that. I want that one. Hold on. We're going to do it live. Oh, y'all. I grew some freaking sweet potatoes, man. I ain't never grew sweet potatoes. Look at that. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Okay. All right. Not me. Okay. Get out of there. Okay. Good gracious. I'm live. Act right, potatoes. Act on it. Okay. What I'm going to do is sit these up here by my new pink lemon tree. I'm going to see what this one's got in it. But I got to prop y'all up somewhere where I can dump this thing, because I can't be holding you. And ain't nobody holding the camera for me, so let me see. Hold on. Let me see here. If I do this. All right. And look at that big old pile of chicken poop. Okay? They drop it off everywhere, y'all. And I don't know if y'all watched my short yesterday or not, but I feel that tree up right there with chicken poop. And everybody be like, don't do that. It's going to burn. It's going to do this. It's going to... Man, no, it ain't. Hey, quit Googling stuff. And do it for yourself. I'm telling you right now. I'm doing this. I don't want to step in that chicken poop, but I'm doing this in front of you. Chicken poop ain't burning crap, okay? Nothing. Not yet, anyway. Gwen Calloway, good morning. Christine's backyard, good to see you, fam. So, let me flip this thing over so y'all can see it. Hold on. Right there, I think that's a good angle. We're gonna dump this bucket out and see what we're working with. All right, y'all. Let's see. All right. Good Lord. Oh. Oh. I ain't young as it used to be. Okay. Oh. All right. Here, girls. Here, y'all eat the rest of these leaves. You ain't saved none for me. Here. Here. Eat them. Oh, Coney. All right. Get out of there. Oh, man. That don't look like nothing. Like a bunch of roots. Look at this. Oh, see that? But maybe, just maybe, something. Oh, man. Well, at least I tried. You know. Uh-oh. Sorry. Can't say you didn't try. I grew a bunch of leaves. Well, oh, wait a minute. There's a sweet potato fry. You know, sometimes you got to celebrate the wins. And that's all I got. At least I grew something. Okay, I wasn't watering that bucket for nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got some more fries in there. I got a couple of fries, y'all. They're all at the top. How do sweet potatoes grow? Yeah, I got some fries in there. Once I peel it, I can make at least a sweet potato, something out of it. I don't know. It'll be a small meal. Everybody get a bite. Ain't no seconds. Okay. There ain't no seconds. Let me set this down. Hold on. Gotta dig deep. That's some good soil too, boy. I gotta reuse this. That look like a carrot. Look at it. Look at that. But if I peel it right, I can do some things with it. Okay, well, I think that's it, y'all. That's the harvest for that one. So, how the grub get in there? How the freaking grub get into my bucket? That's all right. You chicken feed today, buddy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Come here, girls. Hey, watch this. Let me call them over. Watch this right here. Y'all gonna see it live and uncut. Watch this. Ain't no chickens around me, right? Watch this. Come on. Hey, there we are. All right, y'all. Here you go. Y'all get some of this. Enjoy. Here they are. So, yes, they are your pets. Okay? And that grub, he lived a good life for a minute. But he gone now to the upper room. Yes, he is. He gonna be some poop in a bucket. All right. All right. Oh, hey. Oh, love. It wasn't a big one, but got a little something out of there, y'all. Got a little something. Shawnee say, are they laying eggs yet? Yes, Lord. Oh my gosh, Shawnee, let me tell you, you got to know what you're gonna do with these eggs. All right? Because you can't eat them fast enough. I have 8 that's laying eggs, that's old enough to lay eggs, and I'm getting about, on average, 6 eggs a day. Okay? That don't sound like a lot, but 6 times 7, 42 eggs a week. All right? That's on average. Some days I get 8 eggs. Every one of them lay. I got one that lays every day. Where that big girl at? The big one behind me right there? That big buff Orpington? She lays every day. And them eggs, almost the size of duck eggs. So yes, the Educated Natural 10, what's up, fam? Good to see you in here. But yeah, I'm getting lots and lots of eggs. All my neighbors get free eggs. Nobody has to pay for eggs anymore. I take eggs to work, give them to my employees. Congratulations, you get eggs. Starting to thinking about saving some, freezing them, and you can. People say you can dry them and do all this other stuff. I'm gonna do all that too, one of these days. Pink hibiscus, good to see you. What's up, fam? All right, so you said mix. Shawnee said mix red pepper, cayenne pepper in there, and the egg will be bigger. What? With the feed? Okay. Okay. I don't need no more bigger eggs. I already got enough eggs. I mean, bigger than. I need to show you. Thanks, don't it? I got too many eggs. Hold on. My wife had to invest in a thing that holds 90 eggs now. Cause y'all, I gave away yesterday. This was just yesterday. I gave away 36, 37 eggs, something like that. 37 eggs. I can't give them away fast enough. And it looks like I need to give away 37 more today. Cause these girls put it down. And that's with 8 laying. Imagine when the other 4 start laying. Whoo, child. Okay. So I'm gonna start selling them. Don't get me wrong. I will sell these eggs. But right now, until they're all established and I get my bearings about me, I'm giving them away. You know, it's like a drug. You know, you can have this. Yeah, you know, they're delicious, ain't they? You like them. You like those eggs, don't you? Oh, you want some more? That'll be $5. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. I'm always help my neighbors. That's what I do. I'm a so good gardener. I got to sow into people's lifestyle, into their homes, into their bellies. Because when you sow, you get it back. Okay? One way or the other. I don't know how, but it's going to come back. All right? All right, let me see. You can never have too many eggs. You have to eat them and feed them to the dog. Hey, I know that's right. I eat 5 eggs a day. You know, I'm a pretty big guy, so I boil 5, and that's my breakfast with maybe a couple of pieces of toast and some juice, and I'm out, right? But my daughter she eats like 3, and we're the only 2 in here that eat eggs. Well, my other daughter, she eats them too, but not as much as we do. Okay. I'm going to get more chickens next year. I encourage you. Miss T with the T, what's up, family? Good to see you. Sugar and egg boy. I have 5. What? Let's see. Hands, what's up, Hands? What's up, my brother? Good to see you up in here. But next question I wanted to answer for folks is, do chickens stink? I say yes and no again, because it's all up to you. All right. I'm right here by my chicken coop, and yeah, there's poop everywhere. All this is compost that I'm gonna put in my new raised bed, and it's full of poop. And the beddings that I use is I just put hay down from Tractor Supply. It's like $16 a bale. All right, and it'll last for 2 months or so before they scratch it all up. 2.5 months, something like that, before they scratch it all up and it turns into this right here, which is literally compost. I could bag this up and sell it for fertilizer because it's loaded with chicken poop. And this stuff was in there 6 inches deep, and they've matted it all down, scratched it all up, pooped in it. I put some wood chips in there with it just because I had some extra ones. And yeah, it's loaded with all the stuff that you buy in those bags that says organic fertilizer with 4, 5, 6 on it and all this other crap. This is what it is, okay? So the smell wise, I don't really have a high smell because I don't allow it to get like that. Because once it gets this matted down, I'll come back with something else. But I want to use this. I'll come back with more bedding on top of it. But I want to use this to go in that raised garden bed over there. All right. I got to keep filling this thing up. Them Shochitos are done. But I ain't done yet, but yeah, I gotta keep filling this bed up. I'm halfway done. I got my cardboard in the bottom and all that stuff. But I'm gonna put a heavy layer of that chicken compost in here, and then I'll put some garden soil and stuff from Lowe's or wherever I buy it, wherever's on sale. I don't care. I'll put that across the top, and I'll stop about 2 inches from the top, okay? Because this thing is 2 feet deep, y'all. You gotta understand. It's a lot to fill that bed, all right? I'm gonna kill this bed over here because I don't need it no more. And my wife's little hangout, whatever she got going on right here, that's gonna go away too. But I'm gonna get rid of that bed and just open that area up, because as my trees start to mature, it's getting too tight in there. So I'm not gonna have a raised bed over there. I'm just gonna have a bed here and one over there once I umbrella this tree up a little bit and get everything cleaned up out here. But I had to wait for it to cool off. This Texas, you know, we don't play around out here in this heat. It'll be over. My bird bath's sitting in a garden chair right now, but it'll go back somewhere. I got work to do, y'all. That's what gardeners do. We got work, okay? I'm just showing y'all the real out here, okay? We got work to do. Pears still falling off of my Orient pear tree. It's fine, but I got a couple more up there. Y'all see them. And they're getting giant too. Those things are bigger than softballs. All right, look at that one back there. Good gracious of life. All right, and everybody asks me all the time, what do you fertilize your trees with? Do you fertilize your trees? No. All I put is compost, and now I put their compost, the chickens, around the bottom of it, mulch on top. They scratch it up some more and water it in. That's all I do. And I get all the fruit I need. All right. All the fruit I need. Even golden delicious apples tucked away right there. Yep. Yeah, we got golden delicious, y'all. All right, they all back up in there. Apples, apples, apples. Okay. So your boy doing things out here, you know. Fig still figging. This is a Corky's Honey Delight fig. Come on down here, let the people see you. You know, you got an audience. David Corey with the crop. What's up, my brother? Odom's Homestead, good to see you up in here. Golden Time of Day, good to see you. Do I still use Golden Time of Day? Said, don't I use fish heads? Yes, I do. I actually use some fish heads in I used some fish heads when I had them. Not in that lemon tree, but in an orange tree that I just bought. That blood orange tree, I put some fish heads in it. Yes, I'm a believer in fish heads. And Shawnee, this cherry is for you, okay? You encourage this right here. This is a Barbados cherry, y'all. Thank you, Shawnee, for encouraging me to keep her wet, okay? I believe in when a woman tells you, hey, you need to keep it wet. Doggone it, I do it. Don't be telling me that, because I keep that thing soaking wet now, boy. I keep it soaked down. She dripping, okay? Shawnee, just know that. All right. She dripping over there. All right, so ban everything said, I still have dreams about getting off the school bus in October and seeing the last few giant pears in my grandfather's trees. Yes, I understand. Trying to knock them off. We used to do that too. Having them huge, y'all, okay, let me show you how big this pear is, because this camera ain't gonna show it. Let me show you here. They gonna eat that one. I'm gonna let them have that one, but let me harvest this one right here so you can see this thing. All right? I want my people to see what's going on. Look at this. Hold up. Come here. Come on. Come on off the tree. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Good gracious of life, y'all. Look at the size of that pear. Does it show on camera right? Because, you know, this don't make no freaking sense. Hold on. Y'all saw that sweet potato, right? Earlier. I'm gonna sit it beside this. This is a pretty good sized sweet potato too. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, that's a big sweet potato. But that shows you just how big that pear is. All right? Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't that right, girl? Ain't that crazy? That's just crazy. That don't make no sense. Now don't you peck it. Don't you get the boy. They just chickens are just animals, literally. Just freaking savage. Don't do that. Move it. I give you worms. I treat you right. I don't bust you down to the white meat and throw you on no grill. I don't do that to you. You're living a good life. We pecking my food. All right. You almost make me want to put my trees in the ground. Shawnee, if you can put them trees in the ground, do it. Quit playing around and do that thing. All right? All right, y'all. But what else did I say? I said the chicken smell. No. Yes and no. But it's all on you. Okay? Remember that. It is all on you. How you keep your beds or how your coops. All right? Don't let it get too bad. She just hopped up in there. She gonna lay an egg and she'll be back out playing around with the family. But use the deep litter method. Look that up if you don't know about it. It's just basically layering new bedding on top of the old bedding and then working it into it until it keeps composting down and you have this richness that you can put anywhere. I could just dig this straight up, or it's probably 2 to 3 inches deep. I could dig this up and put it in a raised bed and let that feed my seeds, and they will go nuts because there's so much nitrogen in there. But I'm not gonna do it like that. I could put this in a pot and grow a fruit tree in it if I wanted to. You can do anything you want with this stuff. Don't get caught up in that stuff where people are telling you it's gonna burn the roots and this and that. Yo, please stop saying that. Because I can't show you enough. I'm telling you right now, I can take straight poop and put it on anything and it ain't gonna burn it. It's gonna be super green. Even this thing, this is a Texas redbud tree. And yes, these flowers are edible. I put them on salads. I put them on some of my rice dishes. I put them on all kinds of stuff. Stir fries. Yes, and they're delicious. They taste like sweet peas. Okay? But you could put them things, put it right. I could take all that compost out of that coop. And I just put this up here just for shade purposes. It has no other purpose than that. It's just a tarp from Harbor Freight. Okay? I'll take it down out of this cool. But I could take all that compost, fill this thing up to the edge of these blocks, and this tree would take off even faster. But I don't want it to. I want it to grow as nice and slow as possible. Take your time. Ain't in no rush here. Ain't in no rush. Okay. Bless your heart, bless your family. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Any other questions I missed? It really doesn't. At least I never had that problem. Yeah, it doesn't. Thank you, Shawnee, because, man, I don't know where people are getting this stuff where it's going to burn the roots and burn. I have put a fresh pile of poop onto stuff and water it in, and it'd be just fine. Never had a problem with it. And it's coming straight from the source, okay? All right. Yes, sir. David Corey, tell him, don't mess with Texas, baby. You already know. A rooster damaged my acoustic guitar. Wow, that's crazy. You got to damage that rooster. You know, once you damage some product, like if something happens with my girls, they get a damage in something, or they hurt one of my girls or something like that. Hurt another chicken. The chicken that hurt the chicken, it's over for them. Okay, that's the only time you can get up out of the So Good garden. You got to go. If you're hurting people or hurting my family, you know, pecking and scratching and doing something crazy, then yeah, then you're gonna be on the grill. And I'm gonna go live and show everybody like what fresh chicken looks like. All right. Oh man. Man, oh man. Oh boy, here we go. Life is hands. You got to go there, man. See, I was having a good day, and you got to go there to talk about Cowboys. Anyway, still winning the Super Bowl every year. Every year. We don't won it the last 30 years in a row. At least in my mind. In my mind. Okay, we won it every year. But any other questions? What else did I say? I said, do they smell bad? Do they make noise? It's yes to both. Yes, they smell bad, and yes, they make noise, but it's all up to you on the smelling bad. If you have a very small coop, it's easy to maintain, and you got one of them little slide out trays where you can just take and dump out the bedding and do this and do that. That's too easy. You should never, your coop should never smell bad, ever, ever, ever. Okay, but if you got a bigger coop like I do, this one came from Tractor Supply. It's an 8x8 and it's 6 feet tall, and then about 7 feet in the middle. Then there's no reason for your coop to smell bad. Deep litter method. Look that up. I promise you. Kevin blocking. So he said block hands. I ain't blocking my brother. The man said don't mess with Texas. I ain't messing with y'all. Can you use the pine shavings instead of straw? Okay, good question, Miss Kia Parks. In a small coop, yes, you can. In a coop my size, every time it rains, that stuff gets mushy and it absorbs the water and holds on to it too long. And for them to be in that type of wet environment, it's not good for their feet. They'll get bumblefoot, I think is what it's called. Because y'all gotta understand, I've been doing this only since February. I've been raising chickens since February, so I'm still new to it. But I'm just giving you what I got in the process of it, okay? Uh, and it's super easy. Uh, does your coop have a roof like mine? A roof on it? No. Well, let me show you. It's got the. It does have a roof. It's got the metal. See that right there? All the way across it, underneath right there. Okay. And I just put a tarp on it. Once again, go to Harbor Freight. They got the best tarps in the world for the best price, y'all. This is a heavy, heavy duty tarp. Both of them. Extreme duty, I think is what they call. And this is a 8 by. Oh my gosh, this one was a no. Yeah, this one was an 8 by 10. That's on the top, and it comes down the back side over there, behind the where they lay the eggs and everything in the boxes. And this one was a 8 by 8. Okay, super thick. Lasts through a Texas summer. And a black tarp lasting through a Texas summer. Yeah, it did its thing. And they only like, I think, $10, $8 to $10. You can't beat that price. I promise you, for the thickness you're getting, you're not gonna beat that price. And am I affiliated with Harbor Freight? No, not in any way. But I will back their products because they're really good. And yes, I'll take this down. The way I'm gonna keep them warm in the deep part of the winter, probably end of January, beginning of February, is I'll wrap this coop with plastic, or I may put the tarp back up, and just have that out. Like, actually, let me take this out now. I don't need it up anymore. But it's warm enough for them to not have to worry about it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's just all the way through. I just put that on the side, like I said, for shade. But I'll wrap this thing up in plastic. Maybe put that tarp up there, because with chickens, all they want you to do is keep the wind off of them and keep them dry. They're fine. Okay. I don't have to come in here and put rolled insulation and board it up and make sure that nothing gets through there. Man, they can take some cold. They're wild animals. We just domesticated them. Okay? They can take it. If they were out in the wild, they'd be all right. They figure that thing out. Like, I need to get in this behind this tree and tucked up under these leaves and stay warm. They'll figure it out. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's see. Nelson, wow, from the Netherlands. Hey, what's up, Nelson? Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you here. All right. Oh, you came running over here like I was giving smoked snacks. Look at her. Nope. So, about to fall in buckets and everything. Thinking I was going to give him some snacks, y'all. All right. And what was my last question, y'all? I said I was going to talk about the smell and are they loud? Yes and no. When they're laying eggs, they're loud. If you're getting hens, they're loud. but it lasts 2 to 3 minutes and it's over. And then they're basically doing that kind of stuff all day long, every day. Just let them out. You don't have to worry about any hawks or anything flying over because they got pretty good cover. If you look out there, they got pretty good cover all the way around my yard because my trees maturing now. So we're good to go there. Let's see. Because you have chicken, have you noticed less bugs and ants because of them? Absolutely. Charlie used to he was terrified to come outside during the summer because he would get ate up by fleas out here, and we were having to put all kinds of flea baths and everything else on Charlie to keep him down, and he was constantly scratching. Now, man, Charlie to come out here like all day long. He like, don't let me back in the house. Mac, Charlie, come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Let me holler at you. Come on. Yeah. He would be, I'm literally terrified to step on the grass, okay? Because all the ticks and everything, or the fleas, not ticks, but fleas. But now, there's not one. I don't see ants out here. Only thing that makes it is flies because they can't catch them fast enough. All right. But it even cuts down on your mosquitoes a little bit. Any of them that's in the grass or in the high grass or anything like that. But you don't have any, like anything else, anything they can reach, anything that crawls along the ground, from small beetles to whatever you can think of, it's gone. Even anything beneficial. Roly-polies, if they out here, it's a wrap. Anything like that. The ones in the beds, they make it because I keep them out of the beds. Now I'm going to keep them out of the beds since I got the taller ones. And I just spray them with a water hose whenever they try to jump up in there. And it terrifies them, so they stop going. But good question. Oh, yeah. Ban everything. Will they peck you? Absolutely a chicken to peck you. When you ain't paying attention, they come up behind you. Okay, Real Kitchen and Garden Diva. What's up, family? They'll come behind you and peck you on the ankle or peck you on the foot, especially if you got stuff like, right now I just got some house shoes on. But if you got Crocs, it's something about those holes in a Croc. My daughter comes out here and they peck inside the holes every time. She can't even walk around because he'll have every chicken falling on her trying to peck in them holes. It's a weird thing. But yeah, all they do is scratch all day long, just like that right there, and eat any bug that is down there hiding up under the grass, in the soil, and everything else, y'all. And I was telling my brother Broke Farmer, and those of you who are not subscribed to Broke Farmer, make sure you go, okay? Because I'm trying to get my brother to 20,000 subscribers. 20,000 by the end of the year, y'all. All right? So we can make that happen. All right? Y'all making sure we get him over there. Gardner Ebron, good to see you, brother. But check it out. You see how they scratching up on that tree, or she was just scratching around that tree? If you have any, I can't say that word. It's a plum. Is it curculio? Julio in them? That one. If you got those, they won't make it with chickens. They just won't, because they're going to scratch around your tree, eat any bugs that try to come up, anything that is nesting up under your tree for next year's fruit and everything like that. They're going to eat all that. You ain't got to worry about that kind of stuff. That's the quickest way to debug your garden, is 1 or 2 chickens. You don't have to have 12 like me. Just get a couple. They'll take care of you. All right? They will take care of you. Thank you, G-Mama, for putting Broke's channel in the chat. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing? I want to make sure. Are you placing apple cider vinegar in the water? Yes, I am. I do it once a week. I do it every Wednesday. I put like a couple of capfuls of apple cider vinegar in the water. And hear that noise right there? It's about as loud as they get, y'all, unless they're laying an egg. Okay? I'm glad she did that. But yeah, that's about loud as they get. But yes, I do that. It keeps down, like, what is it? It deworms them, basically, and keeps them healthy. So I just do that that's all I do. I don't do anything else. I ain't buying no medication. And I'm glad y'all asking these questions, man. That's good. That's good. When you're starting out with the chicks, everybody will tell you, You need all this medicine, all this hydration stuff. Man, that's a bunch of, let me turn this around, okay, so y'all can see me. That's a bunch of bull. You don't need none of that, okay? You don't need the medicated food, first of all. I ain't taking these chickens to no veterinarian, getting them shots or nothing else. They birds. They freaking birds, okay? They're trying to, everybody trying to treat them like a puppy, okay? Let them live. Let them scratch on their own and take care of the other stuff. Apple cider vinegar pretty much takes care of everything. You don't need all that extra. They sell like a chick hydro something. Don't need that crap. I bought it because I didn't know no better the first time. My second group, the 4 girls that are just coming up with these big girls now, they ain't get none of that. I'm sorry. They don't need you don't need a chick starter. You don't need to get that. All you need is a high layer feed that's small enough for them to eat. Get the crumbles, okay? The 16, I think it's a 16% protein. 50 pound bag costs you about 15, 16 bucks. That's all you need. You don't need that chick starter stuff. This is gonna get them off to a good start. They're just trying to get you a good start in your pockets. You don't need that crap. Give them some water and some food, and congratulations. You're gonna have grown chickens in 4 months, all right? Don't take them to the vet. At least I'm not taking mine to the vet. If they die, they die, okay? I don't want my birds to die, no. My babies, I don't want them to die. But if I see them starting to act a little strange, I just gotta finish them off. At that point, like, y'all don't watch this, but this one, supper tonight, okay? I'm just saying, that's the circle of life, okay, y'all? Eat your chicken. If it got down to it, yeah, these are my babies, but I'm gonna feed my babies in the house, my wife and kids, y'all. It ain't perfect. It ain't a perfect world, but if the poop hit the fan, then they gonna be over a bed of rice with some gravy. It'll be delicious too, okay? And we'll eat one a week, and I got a long way to go. I got 12 weeks of good food right there, because they give me more eggs than I can eat. So we got food, we got plenty of it. Just remember, they're livestock. At the end of the day, they're livestock, and you can eat your food if you need to, okay? But y'all, what else? Any other questions? I'm not good about it, man. What in the world? No. But thank you, appreciate that. But no. What else I got, y'all? I think that's about it. I did the sweet potato harvest. I didn't really harvest anything. I only had a couple of, sweet potato fingers. But I did get some big ones on that one over there, though. I did. I'm proud of that one. All right. My Eureka lemon. That's a new addition to the So Good garden. Bought it from Home Depot, and it is. I'm looking forward to it. I put a bunch of chicken poop in that thing. See if I can make it grow a little bit faster. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. That one is feather meal, blood, and bone. Yeah, pretty much. You can get feather meal. All that stuff is in the bedding anyway. As they lose their feathers, it breaks down. That's in the coop, and it's already broken down into compost now, so we're good to go there. But these chickens, y'all, that's all they do is clean up your yard, scratch and eat bugs all day long. Grass, bugs, anything. It's a wrap. It's all the chicken's gonna do. And it's fine. Get bitten 50 times by mosquito. Man. But I encourage anybody, if you make sure, I'm in an HOA, so our limit is 12. I got 12. I started out with 4, went back and got 2 more, then 2 more to get to 8, and 4 more now to get to 12. Because you're going to want that max. Whatever your max is, you're going to want it. All right? You're just going to want it. Hey, get on. be eating my pomegranates and crap. Okay. I think I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I got some seedlings started. Show you that right here. I got some tatsoi. I had to put this cage on it because they'll get in here and try to eat them if I don't. But I got some tatsoi. I got some Copenhagen cabbage. I got some bok choy, some mustards. What is that? Some Georgia collards back there. Got some red mustards, more kale and more kale. So all that'll be going in that garden bed over there and the other one whenever I get it all set up. But we trying out here, y'all. We're growing our own food as much as we possibly can. I got a hummingbird chilling around, but y'all didn't see that. It ain't show up on the camera. But that's about it, y'all. We just trying to make it happen out here. And you can do the same thing. This is not a big backyard, even though the camera sometimes makes it look that way. It's not. It's super small. It's 50 feet wide from that corner back there all the way to this corner. 50 feet and probably, I would say 1, 2, 3.5, 20 something feet this way. 24 maybe, something like that. So don't be discouraged by your space. I don't care if you're in where you at. If you're renting, keep it in pots, but start your garden. Keep it all in containers. Start your garden. If you're in a small backyard like me, suburban area, start your garden. Put your trees in the ground. Do all of that stuff. All right. Monique Times. Hey, family. Do what you got to do, but make it happen. Don't limit yourself, and don't limit your vision. Okay. You got to have a vision for it. Start. Make a plan. Write it out. Make it plain. The word says, make it plain. Write it down. Draw that thing out. Say, I want this there, this there, this there. And then you're going to end up with this same thing, a whole edible backyard. And ain't nothing like eating your own food. But I got to go. I'm about to go hop in the shower and get ready for work. But I'll see y'all. Man, I appreciate everybody swinging by and hollering at your boy. Okay? Eat some of these eggs. Get my 5 for the day. I'm going to go to work. And y'all remember, keep sowing,